Hey guys, I'm Sebastian.
I'm Christine.
And this is This Week in Vegas.
The Ninth Island Connection podcast where we tell you everything that's happening this week in Vegas. News, weather, events, our own experiences. So let's get to it.
So we have a few shout outs. Dave and Jackie from Galveston, Texas. We saw you guys at Ellis Island. Thank you guys so much for watching, for the support, and glad you're enjoying the coupon book. Nemo chimed in from Surrey, England. Lisa from Michigan, thank you guys so much for your support. And then Kimberly, which is another Vegas local that watches our content. We appreciate all of you guys. Thanks so much for watching.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We love hearing where you're from, and we love when we see you guys in Vegas and you say hi. So be sure to keep those comments coming of where you're watching from. All right, moving on into the news. This is kind of exciting. We've got Wheel of Fortune coming to Las Vegas. And I mean, I'm not talking about the slot machine Wheel of Fortune. We have many of those throughout the Vegas Valley. I'm talking the game show Wheel of Fortune is going to be filming here in Las Vegas over at Paris. And that's going to start on July 11th. And they actually are having the audience members randomly selected to be the participants for the show. So you can get the tickets, go watch it, and maybe you're going to get called up. So that would be really cool.
That would be a lot of fun.
And tickets are on sale now. They actually start, I had to look them up. They start at $39. So not terrible.
That's a great deal for a chance at winning. I mean, people win a lot of money on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I know they used to have Let's Make a Deal in Vegas a long time ago. They used to have America's Got Talent over there at the Luxor a long time ago. So maybe this is the start of game shows, live action game shows coming back to Vegas.
Well, hopefully that'd be great use. If I believe it's going to be in the Paris Theater, that would make sense.
Which is
for
empty.
It. Yeah, so hopefully that would be something where they could use that space.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, in just keeping on the sports trend here in Vegas, tickets are on sale right now for the 2025 SRS Distribution Bowl, which is going to be held at Allegiant Stadium. Of course, that's going to be on New Year's Eve, the 31st. This is only the third time in bowl history that you've got a Big Ten team playing a Pac-12 team in a bowl game. So that's sure going to be a lot of fun. And it's on New Year's Eve. So, I mean, what a way to just kick off your Vegas party here in Vegas. Your Vegas party here in Vegas. That makes sense.
Yeah, add one more Vegas in there.
Vegas.
All right. Now this, I don't know if we can really call this news. I mean, it did make the local newspaper, the Las Vegas Review-Journal. But somebody went viral with their post on social media. They're checking into the Flamingo through a kiosk and were charged $60 for early check-in fee.
That is not a good look, especially with tourism being down, prices being up. That's just really not a good look at all on Flamingo or really Caesars Entertainment when you have Resorts World Las Vegas giving free parking through like the end of August. You've got these great packages at the Plaza, at Circa, Downtown Grand, the Strat with $50 all-in room rates plus dining credits and all this. And then you have Caesars Entertainment, Flamingo specifically, charging $60 to check in early. That's not a good look at all.
No, not at all. I mean, resort fees are already ridiculous as it is.
Parking, having to pay for parking.
Parking is ridiculous.
Even if you're a hotel guest.
Yes.
And then another $60 on top just to check in early.
And that's not even the room. That's not even the room rate.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, so ridiculous. Didn't know if you guys saw that, but let us know what your thoughts are on that.
I have a pretty good idea what the general consensus is going to be on that one. But I mean, that's what it is. They brought it on themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. All right, moving on into the news. I'm excited about this next one. The Backstreet Boys are having a residency at the Sphere. We've talked about that in previous podcasts, and it's starting up here soon. And they're actually going to kind of add on to that experience by having these after parties over at Voltaire, which is inside of the Venetian. So tickets are actually on sale. You can purchase tickets. They're $50 for Fridays and Sundays and $100 for Saturdays for general admission to attend this after party where some of the Backstreet Boys will be there. I guess they're kind of taking
Yeah,
turns.
that should be clear. That's separate from the Sphere show.
Yes.
This is just the party entry. So
yeah, so they're going to be doing these starting anytime after July 11th. Whenever they're having their concerts here, they're going to do an after party with a few of the guys. If you're a Backstreet Boys fan, which I mean, they clearly have a following for decades. If they're at the Sphere, I mean,
yes,
that's
for
something. Sure. So you can add that onto your list, or if you don't even go see the show and you just love the Backstreet Boys, you could go
just do the after party.
Yeah.
This one was really surprising, and there's a lot of speculation. We're not going to get into that speculation right now, or the rumors, any of that stuff. Batista's hole in the wall, which is right there next to Stage Door, across from Horseshoe, pretty much, and kind of behind Flamingo. Yeah. It's right there in that little strip mall right there. You guys know where Stage Door is. They're closed right now, and it came unannounced. Like, it was just on their doors one day, temporarily closed. Said some minor renovations, and they should be open around the 20th of June, but not saying what the renovations are, how extensive they are. So it was really just kind of bizarre because, yes, traffic is down, but there's a lot of people in town. It's summer vacation here in Vegas, and Batista's has been there for a really long time.
Yeah, and it's one of the restaurants that unfortunately gets affected by the
F1.
Formula One, all the construction. So, I mean, you would think if they were timing renovations, they would probably time it during
around
that time
F1,
where it's slower, knowing that they're going to already have that slower business coming in at that time. So who knows?
That's kind of bizarre. Last time we looked, as of when we're making this video right now, they were going to be opening back on June 20th. So we'll keep you guys posted on that.
So Swingers over at Mandalay Bay, that is a mini golf venue. Really a really cool place. It's like supposed to be kind of like an English courtyard.
Oh, the English
theme.
Countryside.
Yeah, but it has different, it's just like ridiculous mini golf. Of course, food, full bar.
The cocktail servers. It's kind of like when you're on a golf course and there's the golf cart person that you would just wait and you're like, oh, I'm going to grab a cocktail when they come around. There's even more of them. Like almost every hole you can just order a cocktail right there too.
Yeah, and then they even have like a huge arcade there too. Mm-hmm. So a really cool place to check out if you're into mini golf or just kind of looking for a fun group thing to do. Maybe, you like golf, but Top Golf is just too much, for you. You don't want to be actual golfing, just want to be messing around, little kid style on the mini golf course. But they've announced now that they are welcoming children, so it'll be family friendly, from noon to 5 p.m. Then, of course, during that time, it's not a free-for-all for the kids. Adults still have to be accompanying anyone who is under 16. But, I guess those 16 to 20-year-old, that range where you're not able to get in there any other time, those guys, that might be fun. You can go ditch your parents for a little bit. Yeah,
I think it's really smart.
Yeah.
And not to spark a debate on family-friendly Vegas, but there are more families coming to Vegas. And
especially
that is just
in the summer.
How it is, right? And they're going to continue to come, and more are going to come. So smart for them to start this now.
Yep. And if you don't want to deal with the kiddos, you don't have to, because once 5 p.m. hits, it is 21 and up and becomes, it's how it has been and how it was designed, was to be a 21 and up mini golf venue.
We came across, and I really want to hear from anybody watching in Ohio right now. You guys may have seen this already, but there's been a recent study that shows that Ohio residents are amongst the biggest gamblers in the country.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know anyone from Ohio. I've never met anybody from Ohio. Never been to Ohio. Well, I don't know. You guys let us know.
Yeah, you guys let us know. Just that is kind of an interesting little tidbit. I would think that, Vegas would be, or Nevada,
local residents here, right?
Yes, yeah.
But it could be like sports betting. It could be cards. It could be slots. It could be like a little niche.
Yeah.
And, looking at statistics, you could really skew numbers. That number could be like Ohio residents 25 to 27 that play Pai Gow poker. play the most pag-out poker in the country, right? So
Yeah.
you can really skew any study to fit whatever narrative you're trying to create.
Okay.
But if you're watching around Cleveland, you can watch us. We are on, our television show is on in Cleveland, Ohio. Check out your local listings here on Cox Cable, and you're looking for Your View.
We're actually on Sundays at 9:30 there.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, talking about gambling, let's get into some jackpots. There's been a few of them happening lately, some nice ones.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us, though. Not us. But somebody was at Planet Hollywood, where we just stayed for 3 nights just last week. And somebody won $128,000. $128,774. I'm not going to cheat them out of that 774. Hitting a royal flush on Progressive Mega Jackpot Poker.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice. And then just off the strip at M Resort, somebody won $50,000 on an 88-cent bet.
I love
Again, dancing drums.
I love it. That's your nemesis.
I love dancing drums. Actually, I do really well on dancing drums.
But on an 88 cents, that's the minimum.
Yep.
That is the minimum entry there for that game. To be able to win $50,000, that's pretty good.
Exactly. I would take it. I'd be happy just breaking even. I always say that. As long as I don't lose.
So just 88 cents back rather than 50,000?
Well, no, the 20 that I put in. Yeah.
All right, let's head over to Palms, which is just off the strip, and it's a beautiful property. Somebody was playing Dragon Link over there, which we both really enjoy and have a great time. Somebody won $36,000. They didn't really say what they were betting, because on those, you can get pretty nuts. I've seen people betting $25, $50, $100 a spin. So when they don't say what they're betting, I'm just kind of like skeptical of, is this a high roller? Were they doing $100 a spin? How likely am I at a minimum bet 50 cents or maybe $1 to hit that $36,000?
Yeah. Last but not least, this one, actually, they did say what they were betting. They were betting $16 a spin, which is way not in my range. I don't know if that's considered high limit, but it's high limit to me.
Yeah.
I'm a minimum better. But anyways, out at Green Valley Ranch, which is a Stations casino property out in the Green Valley area of Henderson, somebody was playing, and you'll love this one, Mo Mummy.
I love it.
Those dang mummy games. That's the game that sucks me in. Those mummies. The Mo Mummy, the regular one. That's the one where
she's like, let's just put another 20 in.
It's got
just one more 20.
It's got a hit.
Just one more 20.
Yeah.
And then like after 10 minutes, I'm like, we're in like $100 already in this game, and we're just buying tier credits. We haven't even had a drink yet. Like, we need to pull the plug.
I've never put $100 in.
Not at once, but it's been like, just 20 more, just 20 more. Now you try it for 20. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
I don't know. Well, 40. 40 is my limit on a machine. Maybe not yours, but mine.
Right.
Anyway, out there, somebody won $83,820, which is just amazing, because I always thought the jackpot was like, I always get the mini that's like $10 whenever they get the jackpot one.
Oh yeah, it's just give me my $10. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You have to pick 3 or whatever when you win the mini, or the jackpot bonus, the blue one. That's always, it's just like, give me the $10 and I can move on.
But I mean, we've mentioned this before, Green Valley Ranch, that is just an awesome casino, just a beautiful area. The district is out there with all this retail and dining options, and then you go into the casino, and the casino is beautiful. There's actually a movie theater, so it's very popular for locals, or people wanting to do something different on vacation.
Well, that's a local thing here. Like, kids go to the movie theater in the casino.
Yeah, that's
here in Vegas. That's like Sam's Town has a massive theater. South Point has a massive theater.
Well, how perfect is that? If you have like kind of like, middle school age children, you could be
drop
like,
them off at the movie theater and go hit the tables.
Yeah.
That's a win-win for everyone.
Right?
I love that concept.
Right? Smart.
Yeah.
Smart Stations. I see what you're doing there. As Sebastian mentioned, we actually did a 3-night staycation at Planet Hollywood recently.
Just last week.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. We had, our room was just a simple standard room, but I do love at Planet Hollywood that even like your smallest standard basic room is always nice. I love their bathroom with the separate toilet and the tub
That
and
it's
everything.
closed. You got a door there to close it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Appreciate that
we
stuff.
like it. And just like the location being center strip is great. We had an awesome view. Our view was like, we could see, I mean, we're right across, of course, from Cosmopolitan. So we had a view of Cosmopolitan, Aria, but then we could look down and see the whole south end of the strip. So like all the way down to Mandalay Bay, we could see everything. And then kind of peeking over, we could see about half of Bellagio and the fountains and stuff. So,
but you could hear them. Like you could hear them. Cannons firing up. And it was the Bellagio fountains.
Yeah, but it was just an awesome view. And it was really cool because it actually rained and hailed while we were there. And so we were just, you know, it was kind of like watching the TV show through the window. It was just, we were just watching like people scurrying into like buildings and the rain coming down and the traffic,
it came
the
through
cooling.
fast.
Yeah.
Like a half hour prior to that, it felt like it was full sun because we were out and about walking around the strip, went back to our room, and we could kind of see off in the distance
the clouds rolling
the darkness is coming, and it just rolled right through. And I don't know, a half hour later, it was cleared up.
Not even. It was a very quick storm. Which is typical. We don't have like.
That's why we get the flash flooding, because the ground just doesn't have an opportunity to absorb the rain when it comes down that fast. You know, being here in the desert.
Yes, but yeah, it was fun. I mean, casino overall was. I mean, obviously busier. We were there Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So we like to typically go when it's a little quieter, and the tourism is down. Overall. So it was to be expected. It was quieter. Sunday was a little bit busier, but
because that's like checkout day for a lot of people. I think that come for the weekend. But we still had fun. I had a great time. I had no complaints. When it's a little bit slower like that, you can pretty much play any slot machine that you want to play. The tables seem to be busier, but then WSOP is happening at the same time. So there were a lot of table game gamblers in town over those 3 days that we were there. Yeah,
but I mean, I think the highlight of ours, no jackpots, but we did get $20 free play, which is always a bonus when you get free play, and ended up turning that into $160 before we left on checkout day. You know, so we're like, oh well, we've got to quit while we're ahead anyway and get out of this place. But so that was pretty fun, and then. You know, being in Planet Hollywood, one of the like draws to being there is that the Miracle Mile shops are there, which is great when it's like super hot or it rains. You can actually leave the property and have other dining options. We spent lots of time in there, of course, hidden in the ABC store. We caught the water show. If anyone's wondering, that old school water show still is going on.
Is it is it a show?
It's like
just like two rain streams in the middle of the walkway.
Well, it's like the smoke comes up and then the rain comes, but they are doing like a projection on it now where there's like lights on it, which is different than what it used to be. But
all right, I mean, it's whatever.
I don't know. It might be fun for the kids. But
it's not if they live in rainy areas.
But that's if you're wondering about that, that was always a popular free attraction.
Well, I think it was so popular because everybody's sitting outside of Oceans waiting to get in.
That's true.
So they would watch a show. Now that Oceans is shut down and that Quicksilver place is shut down, what else there's another retail store that's kind of like that whole Ocean area is dead.
Yeah, it's quiet in that area.
Yeah.
But then you go into the new food hall, the Miracle Eats, and that's where, it was pretty busy. It looks like it's doing well. Beautiful job. It took some time to get done, but they did a really nice job with that place.
I really like that you walk through it, and it's not like a food court thing where you're kind of in a cafeteria box thing.
Yeah.
It's really open and you move through the space.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think they did a great job utilizing that entire center court thing.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But of course, we did not just stay inside of Planet Hollywood. We love Planet Hollywood for those options, but we also love that it's located like center strip and you have access to so many places. We ended up going to Tea Time in Wonderland, which is an experience. It's like a tea time lunch experience.
Alice in Wonderland type.
Yeah. That's in Electric Playhouse, which Electric Playhouse is this large-scale game venue. It's for kids, it's family friendly, but it's also for adults. There's a full bar. Really a cool place, and the experience was really cool. The food was almost like too cute to eat.
Oh, it was. I mean, some of it was like, wait, we're supposed to eat this?
I'm not eating
its
its
all
face.
edible? Is it all edible? Yeah, it was really, really cool. And I love that venue.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to give them a quick plug. This is not sponsored, but it's perfect for like bachelor parties, bachelorette parties.
Office, like conventions.
Yeah,
people.
like convention people, if you're looking for like a space for your employees or whatever. They've got a balcony that overlooks the strip, like open air balcony that you can have your event at. It's really nice. It's family friendly, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a really great space.
Yeah, and it's right there in the Forum Shops at Caesar's Palace. And if you're entering from like Las Vegas Boulevard right across from Harrah's, you really just go up the escalator or elevator to the 3rd floor. It's right there. So, some of the places in the Forum Shops, because the Forum Shops are so big, it's like a maze trying to get to them. You're putting in your steps, where this one is right there, right off of Las Vegas Boulevard. So highly recommend that. That was a lot of fun. Oh, so much fun. Yeah. But of course, we had to go to Bellagio Conservatory too. They have their new summer one, which it has flamingos, so I love that.
It was like that entire area through, and there's people making videos about nobody's in Vegas, right? And we made a video recently. Is Vegas canceled? Is Vegas really canceled? Where we dig deeper into the traffic and just kind of what's going on in Vegas right now. But Bellagio lobby is like everybody in Vegas was there.
Yeah.
Because that place was packed.
It's always busy. It's always busy. I hate walking to the conservatory for that reason, because like just getting out of Bellagio, getting like out of the casino, getting through the reception registration area, and then of course the conservatory is always like ridiculously always crowded, busy. No matter when you're going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was busy, and I mean, and we did in that video. We actually, we'll put that in the description of this video so you guys can check it out if you're interested, because that was real footage of what we saw while we were there. Not skewed.
It was like, and we timestamped everything. We're like, it's around 3 p.m, Monday or whatever day it was, whatever we were doing. We put it in there. There was some parts of the strip that were completely ghost towns, and that was shocking.
Yes, and then there were some parts where it was super busy, and that was shocking because it was hot. And it was like, it's so hot out.
Why is everybody bunching up so close to each other? It's like it's 105 degrees and it just rained. It's actually humid in Vegas right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was, I think overall, I would say it was slower than normal, but I wouldn't call it dead.
No,
I wouldn't say it was dead. We've seen dead, so. Yeah. And we did get to take a look at the Flamingo pool.
Yeah,
now that it's done. That was
Flamingo pool was popping.
The casino, not so much, but
everyone was in the pool.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for people. Yeah. We didn't go to any pools while we were there, but
it seemed like we had an agenda for the 3 days, and there was so much we wanted to see.
Yeah.
The tea time. We wanted to get down to Ellis Island. We wanted to check out the Miracle Mile shops, the conservatory. Like, we had a full dance card.
Yeah. Yeah, we did notice though that Bottled Blonde is coming along.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be built. That's being built. Almost done, it looked like.
It looks like it's pretty. I mean, they took down all the plywood. That was that walkway maze that you would go through, and it was just plywood on both sides.
That's been plywood maze for like years. Yes.
It's a chain link fence now, but at least you can see daylight through it, and you don't feel like you're in claustrophobic tunnel. Yeah. So that's great to see. So it really looks like they could open any day. They don't even have a soft date yet for opening. Yeah. It's coming soon. And it really looks like they're going to be opening soon.
It finally looks like it might be opening soon.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's right next to Old Red in the Grand Bazaar shops, if you guys aren't familiar with that. Gosh, what else? You said Ellis Island.
Ellis Island is doing a massive remodel. From the rewards desk to Koval to the street, the front of the building, it's completely blocked off. Mm-hmm. So Metro Pizza is not there. The sandwich shop is not there. Half the table games are gone. The entire center bar that everybody loved and has so much fun, that's completely blocked off. all of that is
Yeah,
blocked.
it's weird because it was already such a small
Yeah.
casino, and
Yeah.
now it's like chopped in half while this construction goes on. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
We had a great time there.
Yeah, we went there. We had coupons to use out of the Las Vegas Advisor. Again, that's that coupon book that we've partnered with, where you can save 10% by going through our website, Ninth Island Connection, or using code NIC. It's a $50 book, which has like over $2,000 worth of value.
It could be more if you win in the free play, though.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's like it's been a really good investment for us.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
But we were like, oh, well, we can use Ellis Island coupons here for some free play, match play, and for buy one, get one entree. So, of course, we enjoyed some prime rib. All right, moving along from our experience into the weather. This is what you can expect this week in Vegas when it comes to weather. It's hot. We're looking at, anywhere from mid 90s to low 100s. It does cool down to really pleasant, comfortable temperatures at night into like the mid to upper 70s, which is just perfect, which I think is why you'll see more people out and about during the evenings than the daytime, because when it's over 100, it's hot.
I mean, it's not 120.
Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't mind it so much, but like
hot weather.
I love hot weather. I'd rather be hot than cold any day of the week. But it's getting there. Somebody had asked a question in another video about what's the weather going to be like this week, and I said it's not 120, but pretty much north of 100, almost pretty much every day during the day, and full sun. So bring your sunscreen, hydrate, and make sure you change your socks because you don't want to be walking around with sweaty feet.
Okay, Mom.
That's a great tip.
Okay. But I mean, not always sunny because, again, like we had experience.
Well, it's monsoon season, too.
Yes. So flash flooding, rain can come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You can get flash floods, and then it clears up again. So, and with that, it does make it humid, which is weird because we're typically a dry climate.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's get into the events. Again, these are always the larger events that are coming through town that are not here. We would encourage you support your local small businesses when you're here in Vegas. So many great shows and entertainers that are very affordable. A lot of family-friendly shows, matinees. You can catch a 3 o'clock show and then go get dinner and still go gamble and party all night long. So there's so many options. This is just in addition to that. And let's start with the biggest one. And we've had so much positive feedback on this. Kenny Chesney is killing it over at the Sphere. Jimbo in the house, who watches the show, said that he went over there just last week and it was just an absolutely amazing show. So thanks for sharing your experience. That's going to be the 11th, the 13th, and the 14th down at the Sphere.
And then the Bronx Wanderers are going to be over at South Point on the 10th, 11th, and 12th. South Point is not on the Strip. It's on Las Vegas Boulevard, but it's probably about 10, 15 minutes, depending on traffic, off of the Strip. Great casino, huge casino, great dining options.
Yeah, really big casino.
So if you're a fan of the Bronx Wanderers, who used to perform on the Strip, they used to be at the Link and then Harrah's.
And then COVID.
And then Westgate. Then COVID. Then they were over at Westgate. And now they just kind of tour and pop in from time to time. So if you were a Bronx Wanderers fan, check them out at South Point. They have a great story. It's a father-son.
We've seen the show, I think 3 times we've seen the show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Great guys. We really like them.
And then we've got Barry Manilow doing his thing. He's got a lifetime agreement over at the Westgate, the 12th through the 14th.
All right, and I hope I don't butcher this one. Ivan Cornejo.
Yes.
Will be at Michelob Ultra Arena on the 12th.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts going to be at House of Blues on the 13th and 14th.
And the Pixies are going to be at the CWIN on the 13th and the 14th.
Anuhea doing her thing over at Brooklyn Bowl on the 15th.
And getting into comedy, we got, again, Carlos Mencia is back. He's been here all month. He's going to be here at Harrah's on the 9th and the 15th.
And then we've got Weird Al Yankovic over at the Venetian on the 13th through 15th.
And then Fortune Feimster, who I love her. She is hilarious. She's going to be over at the Venetian on the 14th.
Are you Carol?
Yeah.
You look like a Carol.
If you've seen Office Christmas Party, you know, but her stand-up is pretty hilarious
Yeah,
too.
she's good. Las Vegas Aviators are at home at the Las Vegas Ballpark. That's going to be the 10th through the 15th. And that's a great little area. That's right next to Red Rock Casino in the downtown Summerlin area. You've got some dining, some retail.
And last but not least, we've got the Las Vegas Aces back at Michelob Ultra Arena, the 11th, the 13th, and the 15th. So if you're looking to check out an Aces game, you've got 3 opportunities.
And they're always such a fun time. And tickets are like super inexpensive.
Yeah, for a
It's
professional
a
sporting
sport.
event. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching our podcast, This Week in Vegas, the Ninth Island Connection podcast. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We just share about Vegas. If you love Vegas, we are the channel for you.
And we want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed. We just crossed 23,000 subscribers here on our YouTube. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. And we encourage you to comment, share this with your friends, anybody that's looking for information about Vegas. We really appreciate you guys.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Ninth Island Connection highlights Las Vegas businesses, entertainment, events, and activities on and off the Strip, keeping our viewers connected with the Ninth Island of Las Vegas. From local mom and pop restaurants to those owned and operated by top chefs, from kitchen action to the inspiration behind the dishes, we deliver the culinary creations of Vegas. From Las Vegas entertainers and athletes to all of the exciting activities and experiences around the Vegas Valley, we keep our viewers connected with all of the excitement that the entertainment capital of the world has to offer. Of course, we can't forget about the casinos that make Vegas, Vegas, with exclusive tours of the incredible amenities and beautiful accommodations, getting right in the heart of the casino floor action and entertainment, as well as interviews with casino owners, CEOs, GMs, and executive chefs. We bring the Las Vegas Casino into our viewers' homes. Highlighting lesser-known areas like the Fremont East District, the Arts District, and Brewery Row, we bring attention to these small businesses that have become fast favorites in the local community. We bring our viewers a complete Vegas experience. We also invite our viewers along as we venture into the great outdoors of the Las Vegas Valley, sharing short road trips, hikes, and the unique sights found in the Mojave Desert. Great people, great stories, great connections, only on Ninth Island Connection.